Hey Dashers, what's going on? I'm Meredith. I'm so excited to be with you guys the next 2 days and sharing with you something that I'm super passionate about because sharing my story has legit changed my life in so many ways that I truly believe that you need to take your mess and make it your message. So that's what we're going to talk about these next 2 days together, because sharing your story and your journey is something that is going to make you stand out from all the other Beachbody coaches, right? It's going to set you apart because you are the only person that has ever gone through what you went through. You are the only person that can truly speak to what you've been through, right? So that's one thing that's going to totally set you apart, and something that can be very scary to share. Something, as simple as sharing not just weight loss. So I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit about me. If you guys don't know me, I am in New Jersey. I've been a coach for a little over 2 years. And when I first signed up as a coach, I never talked publicly about something that is super close to me. I have an autoimmune disease. It's called endometriosis, and I'm not sure if you guys know what it is. I know some of my girls are in here and you guys know what it is, but if you don't know what it is, basically what happens is, when you have your period, the lining of your cells and of your like all the lady stuff, it comes out, it sheds out. But what happens when you have endo is it actually goes back inside of you, and it can grow in other areas of your body. It's extremely painful. It can lead to infertility. Some days you probably can't get out of bed. The pain is extreme. Bloating is ridiculous. Digestive issues, all the way from headaches, insomnia. It causes a lot of daily issues that you probably don't even realize you have an advantage of, because it's something entirely. It controls your life. It can control your life. And when I first signed up as a coach, I never talked about it because I was newly diagnosed with it. I got diagnosed in November of 2012 with endometriosis at the age of 26. And I've been dealing with this invisible illness for over 10 years. And I didn't actually open up publicly about having endo until I actually was at my very first Beachbody event. I was lucky enough to earn a trip with Sarah Try to the Success Club trip in 2013 with her to Walt Disney World. And it was in the middle of one of those seminars that were going on. And I can remember it. I'm getting so uncomfortable, sweating just thinking about it. I remember it so perfectly. I was sitting next to Sarah, and Lauren Knight was on stage, and she was talking about her journey. And she was talking about sharing your story and how it can change your business. And she was saying, privately, she was dealing with her son who was having trouble learning at school. And, it was something that she kept very private because it's her son, it's her child. Of course, you'd want to keep that, close to you. And she was saying, she was a new coach and things were really rough, and she couldn't figure out her brand and her tribe and the women that she, who her target was. And finally one day she just opened up about it on her Facebook page. And she basically said, this is my mess, right? I'm struggling at home with my son. It hurts my heart, the whole thing. And, I sat there and I was just looking at her, and excuse my language, but all I thought was, shit, I have to talk about endo. And I remember looking over at Sarah and being like, I have to talk about endo, because Sarah was the only person I told about besides my boyfriend and my parents. And she was like, yeah, you do. And I was like, damn it. Oh, I didn't want to have to, because it's something so personal and it's so scary to put yourself out there and to share something so that you feel so vulnerable. You don't know how people are going to react. Somebody could look at it as a negative thing, and they can, say something really mean. Who knows, right? It took me 2.5 hours to post I wrote out my post. I found my picture. I knew what I was going to say. And Sarah actually had to take my phone and hit send for me because I was that nervous and I was that scared. But the thing is, that moment is what was a huge game changer for me. I not only felt finally at peace with this disease, I felt like I could, truly make a difference in other women's lives that have endo. And it turned into something so much greater than I ever thought I knew. I mean, 2 years ago, I was a brand new coach. I maybe was an emerald and it was my mom, and a friend that I like begged to sign up to get me to emerald, and then now here I am, and I have most of my team are endo girls, like my tribe, my target, my purpose, the reason why I do what I do is for my endo girls and it's for my endo community. And 2 years ago, by me just sharing one single post about something that I was dealing with, changed my life personally, and it changed my business. My whole goal now is to get my entire team filled with endo girls because I truly believe that Shakeology and a healthy lifestyle can change your life with a disease. And I took my mess and I made it my message. And now it is, I could cry, and I'm going to try not to, but it's just so crazy what happens when you share a piece of yourself. And I know that it can be very scary, and I've literally had to take my coaches and sit them down and tell them, share your story, hit send, turn your phone upside down, walk away for a while, and just let it go. See what kind of a response you get just by sharing something, because people are going to relate more to you if you share your struggles. They're going to relate to you if they think you're not perfect, right? Who wants to work with somebody that's perfect? I also always say, would you feel more comfortable going up to somebody that looks like you? Or would you feel more comfortable going up to somebody with a sick body, a 12-pack, totally ripped for fitness tips? Who would you rather go to? I'd rather go to someone that looks like me, somebody that's relatable. So when you're sharing your story on your social media, that's exactly what you're doing. You're showing people that you are just like them, that anybody can do it because you're no different. You're just putting yourself out there. And by sharing your journey and your struggles is going to open up so many doors that you guys will never experience. So that's what I want for you guys to truly take away from these 2 days with me, is just trying to hone in and figure out what your story is, like what your mess is. Everybody has a mess. Everybody has a struggle. You might not have an autoimmune disease like I do, but you damn sure have something, right? So what I want you guys to do today after you watch this video is just write down a few things that make you unique. What makes you you? What do you value? What do you struggle with? Do you have a mess? Figure it out. Comment below because I want to hear from you guys, and I want you guys to get your minds thinking about things, okay? And then later on today, in a few hours, we're going to have another little challenge, okay? So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited for you. This is rocking my socks, okay? I'm so excited, guys. Talk to you soon.